Hi everyone, so today's video is a mixture of like in-store at Hobby Lobby as well as a Hobby Lobby haul because I found some really great organization stuff which I think is going to sell out super fast, and plus it's orange sticker, so it's a great deal and you just want to get to it as soon as you can. First off, I want to talk about like the actual organization section. So I got my cart, I was racing down to this aisle, and you know, at first I was putting all these things that you are currently seeing into my cart, you know, the plastic bins as well as these photo boxes. And the thing with the photo boxes is Hobby Lobby usually only has like one or two for the most part, at my store at least, you know. And then I was stacking them all up. I'm like, this looks like a whole bunch of different designs, and you know, if you've been following my channel, I've been trying to, you know, stay with like a color scheme to organize my craft room. And so I put all of that back because I was like, oh, this one's really nice. It's $6.49. It has a little container and it has a little tray on the inside. And then I put that back. And I was like, you know what? I see this larger tote and it actually has 4 of those little trays on the inside. And so I was looking at it and it's really nice because not all the trays are the same sizes. You're actually getting 4 different trays and they come with different size compartments. So you have one that has 6, 9, 12, 16. This says that it's a 35-liter XXL box, and for the example on here, you see that they have like their flowers, their ribbon in here. I was thinking of putting like all of my like cutouts and stuff like that. Not really my ephemera, since I already have a place for my ephemera. But I just wanted to show you guys what I did with this. So into the craft room we go. So I have these large totes and I put all of my extra like doubles of my paper pads and some of the other paper pads that I just really want to save and not use up. So I put that in there and it fits absolutely perfectly in here, so I was super happy about that. And you know, I will say that if you buy this and you're putting your paper in there, you want to set it in the right location because this paper is heavy. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I'm like, this is so heavy, and I weighed it, just like the paper alone, it was like 60.8 pounds. So yes, set it in place and then start adding your paper pads in there if you so choose, because there's a lot of different ways that you can use this tote. So the first 2 totes, I had stacked those up and I put all of my extra 12 by 12, and then I left a little bit of room so I can do some Christmas paper shopping, which I did. And I tell you, I have to go back to Hobby Lobby because when I went, it was only 40% off, and now Christmas paper crafts are at 50% off. So definitely want to take advantage of that. So I will be back again with another Hobby Lobby haul. But I'm going to show you guys this because, you know, I really want you, if you're already going there, check it out if you need to organize your craft room, because I think it's a really great deal. Like I said earlier, $20 or $19.99. So if you look at each piece individually, and I had to take this into the living room because this is huge. So you have 4 trays and then you have your tote, and the trays measure around 12 by 14.5, and it's about 3.5 inches deep. So you can definitely put a lot of stuff in there. And so yeah, I think the tote part alone, where I put the 12 by 12 paper in, that is a very sturdy container, and the lid for it is very sturdy. Usually sometimes when you pick up totes, the lid is not as strong as the actual container, but these are both made out of the same material, so I am hopeful that it is going to stand the test of time. So yes, that is that particular one. And at the first Hobby Lobby, I was able to find 3. At the second Hobby Lobby, I didn't see any of these. So my goal is to actually use all the trays and stack them up. So I'll have a total of 12 stacked trays in my craft room. And it's nice because, as you can see, it doesn't slide off. There's a little bit of a lip that it kind of catches, and so everything just kind of stays on there. So I won't have to worry about toppling it over or anything like that. And then the totes you can stack, as you know already. So I feel like you're getting 2 different organizational components in one. So far what I'm doing is I'm getting all of my stuff out, and my goal is to get rid of all the little baggies, the little sandwich baggies full of craft goodies. I don't know, am I the only one who does this? A show of hands in the comments if you are a plastic baggie type of person. But I'm trying to get rid of those and just kind of like put everything together and just put them in there. So like one would be all bows and one would be like all characters, like for my Hello Kitty ones. And then speaking of Hello Kitty, I know on a previous video someone had asked where I bought my Hello Kitty stickers, and this is a really thick booklet of Hello Kitty Sanrio type character stickers. I initially bought mine on Amazon, which was a lot more expensive, so you can find it here. I will say, you know, just double check the pages, because I noticed sometimes with these sticker books, some of the ink is a lot more vibrant, and then on others it's not so much, so just double check the pages. So I do have a shorts video if you're interested in seeing all 40 plus pages. I'll link that towards the end of this video. There's just a few orange sticker discounts in this area. This is a really cute Barbie notebook. You get the journal notebook along with the pen and some sticky notes. And then I went to Hobby Lobby number 2 because I was looking to find more of those totes, but they didn't have any. I think they might have had one that didn't have the trays inside. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember because this caught my eye. I was like, I gotta put this in my cart. So they had 2 of these drawer systems. They were $8.99 and it comes with 8 drawers. So the drawers don't have any stoppers to them. So if you pull out the drawer, it's all coming out, which is good or bad depending on how you look at it. I don't really mind it because, you know, I don't always craft in the same section in my craft room. So it's nice. I can take all the things that are in there and then shift them over to a different part of my craft room. So I actually really love this. And I love the fact, and I think you're supposed to be able to do this because that's what I did. I kind of just like plucked off the bottom, which is kind of like a little bit scary because I'm like, I don't know if this is going to go. I don't want to break anything. But yeah, I was able to pluck off the little 4 pieces on the bottom and I connected everything together. And as you can see, when it stands tall, it's almost as tall as the gift wrap again, the gift wrap rolls. Or if you have this little thing from Michaels, it's almost as tall as that. This one's kind of like an honorable mention. It's not even on sale, but it's $10.99, which seems like a really great price. But as you can see, they have yarn as an example of what you can put in here, which is also pretty nice so you don't get all the dust on there. And then it's nice because it is stackable and it is collapsible, so when you're not using it, you can make more room, and when you need it, you can get extra room. So the other type of hobbies at the store that were on sale were very, very tempting. Like they had stuff for like soap making, which would be really cute, right? You can make like a Christmas type soap with like cranberries in there, a little spruce sprig, and that would be really cute. So they had all that really cool stuff. They had like the molds for the soap. They had like the things that you could put in the soap, and it kind of confused me because it was in the mixture of like soap and candles. So some of these things might be for candles, some of these things might be for soap. So they had a variety of soap base, which looks pretty pricey. It's like initially $22 and it's around $5 on sale. And then they also had like candle molds, and they had all these really cool stuff. So that section was on sale, and then like with the mosaic tile type stuff, those were on sale as well. So they had these really cute like mosaic pieces, and there was like quite a variety, a lot of different ones that you can choose from, lots of different colors as well. So this would be really cute. I don't know, maybe you can put it into like your home decor. This would be really cute, like if you're doing like a backsplash. I'm not sure if you can use it for a backsplash, but if you could, it looks really cool. And this one I probably should have picked up. I was thinking, you know what, I could have like wire wrapped this for jewelry, and they had different styles. So they have this one, which is the rose quartz, the amethyst, and it does say that they are actual gemstones or genuine gemstones, yeah. And then they have this one, which is blue. It says it's the jade mix. I don't know. I'm familiar with the jade being like yellow, green, all colors. Never saw the blue jade before, but that is jade, and they have jasper. So yeah, lots of really different ones. You have like your mosaic smoothies glitter mix, and they come in different colors from purple, blues, pinks, really cute. And then they have the hexagonal mosaic glass mix, and those also come in different colors as well. And then if you want to move on down to like clay, those were on sale as well. Like you can make your own oven baked trinket dish, and that's $4.24. It comes with 7 pieces. And this 24-piece clay set, which is normally $37.99. This is by Sculpey. This is $9.49. You can get something else very similar with 30 pieces, and this one's by the Fimo clay, and that's $9.49 as well. And they have little cookie cutters, no, clay cutters, and then they have a little oven timer. You're not into all of that, maybe you want some slime, sensory slime, I guess is what they're calling it. This would also be really good for like stocking stuffers and whatnot, a whole bunch of those different types throughout the store. And then they had leather items, which initially I would totally pass up. But, you know, when I was at the store taking these videos, you know, I realized that some of the stuff is actually really cool. So you have a regular leather trim piece, that's $1.74. If you want it fringed, that's about $3.24. But this one's really cool. You can get a leather ID lanyard, $4.74. And this one is a leather sculpting for daisies. This is really cute. Like, I think they give you, I'm not sure, but, you know, according to a package, it says, discover the art of leather molding and sculpting with this introductory kit. Follow step-by-step instructions to create your own leather daisy. Includes pre-cut and punched leather parts, stylus, and instructions, approximately 2x2 finished. So this is really cool because, you know, you can put it on your shoes, but, you know, in general, like as a crafter, this is something that I think would be pretty cool. It's $3.24. Again, a lot of these things I passed up on, and sometimes I don't even really know what I'm looking at when I'm in the store. It's not until I come to like make the video and do a little bit of editing that I'm like really looking at a lot of the footage that I take at the store. So it's really cool. And they have the leather tools as well. So I don't know what this leather lace maker is, but this one is described as turn any leather scrap into beautiful leather lace. And then they also had like kits for origami. So you get to create like an origami 3D paper sculpture. This is the mini size, 134 pieces for $2.74. Next one we have this really cute flower and a bee. This is considered the small size. And the medium size is over 463 pieces. And that one is going to be of a penguin. And it's almost the end of summer, but if you didn't get to go to the beach, no worries, because there are a few shells on sale as well at Hobby Lobby. So I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a very wonderful day.